What's up, everyone? I'm Dan, and today I'm joined by the one and only Big Man.
Vids. Come on.
What's good? And this is our new podcast segment. We're going to be talking about all things. So as you know, we love the comic book movies, we love gaming, but also going to be talking about other things as well. So talking about life, I guess, talking about relationships, talking about all sorts. And
everything and anything.
Yeah, exactly. And if you've got any ideas of what you want us to talk about, then just send it our way. Send it to me on Twitter, on whatever, Instagram. You know where to find me. Send it to me and we'll discuss it right here. No holding back.
You know I don't hold back. I'll say it all, mate. I'm about to get cancelled already.
I know you do.
In the first episode, we'll get cancelled because of me.
So we're going to be talking about the state of the MCU today. Yeah, just like what do you think? Like, first of all, just getting straight in there, what do you think about the MCU as a whole? Like Phase 4, what's it been saying for you?
At the moment, it's hit or miss for me. You know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff that I do like, and there's a lot of stuff that I don't like. And weirdly enough, see what I like about it is that there's so many different genres now, if you know what I mean. Like, there always has been, but now they're really putting their foot into everything they can. You know what I mean? But for me, it's been a bit hit and miss. What about you?
I can see.
I know you love everything.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, man, I'm a Marvel slut, man. You know. No, but like I understand what people are saying. Like it like there feels like. All right, I'll put it this way. I think they've released too much. Like I was looking at a list of the thing. I'm gonna read you out a list of everything they've released for Phase 4. Yeah, like if you imagine Phase 1 had about 6 movies in it.
Yeah, of course.
This is Phase 4, right? You got Black Widow,
which is basically a reboot of the. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, pretty much. But you've got Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Eternals, Spider-Man: No Way Home, Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, Thor: Love and Thunder, Wakanda Forever, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Got the Marvels coming out in 2-3 months, is it? You've got the What If series, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, WandaVision, Loki, Miss Marvel, Moon Knight, Hawkeye, Werewolf by Night. There's a Groot mini-series. There's a Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special, She-Hulk, Secret Invasion, and we got Loki Season 2 coming out in like a month or something like that. It is just, it is ridiculous. Like, on one hand, I'm like, I'm loving all the content, but on the other hand, it's like they're wearing themselves too thin. It's like,
not all quality. It's not all quality.
I feel,
It's the thing is like, it's what was I just about to say? it's way too much, because obviously they need to tie up everyone else's storylines and characters and that while they hand them off to new people, which I get, but a lot of all of this isn't contributing to that, if you know what I mean. I feel like you only should be making stuff that contributes. Like, how have they managed to make 2 Spider-Man movies in this one phase? How is that physically possible? To make 2 Spider-Man movies in one phase. I remember being excited when I first saw Spider-Man. I was like, oh my God, he's finally in the MCU. And now somehow he has 2 movies in one phase. Like, since Endgame's dropped. But,
there's been 2. Yeah,
it's a lot. And for me, it's I don't dislike a lot of the things that people are disliking, because I think it's ridiculous. Like, She-Hulk's probably got it the worst out of everything they've released in this whole phase. And to me, I didn't hate it. I feel like the people that hate are incels. And this whole MCU thing, it doesn't bother me. I don't care if they're girls or boys, you know what I mean? I feel like sometimes it is a bit forced, but it doesn't actually bother me. So my problems with the MCU ain't like what everyone else has a problem with, which is that's what you'll find. My problem is just that it's boring. Like, there's certain things like Secret Invasion was boring. Yeah. I know you don't like to hear that. But it was well and truly boring. They could have just wrapped that up into a movie and made it much more interesting, to be honest with you.
You know what? Like sitting after watching it and like sitting on it for a little bit, I feel like that should have been a bigger event. It should have definitely been like an Avengers level movie.
Of course.
Like a bigger event, because it's like I get what they were trying to do. It was meant to be like a more like a thriller type, down to earth type show with like Nick Fury. They didn't want to have Avengers in it. They wanted it just be his story. So I get what they were trying to do, but I don't know. I've got a problem with the Marvel shows. That's the. I think it's like the length of the shows. I think they're too short. I think like 30-minute run times is just mad. Like I don't know what they're trying to do. Like you can't tell a story in 30 minutes and then have 6 episodes. Like it was obvious that the end of Secret Invasion was going to get rushed.
Yeah,
because it was just there wasn't enough time for it. And I think most of their shows, WandaVision was fine, Loki was fine, but I feel like the rest of them, they just feel rushed towards the end.
Yeah. I feel like they're just trying to get a setup out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they're like this whole Rhodey being a Skrull thing. They're like, ooh, yeah, now everyone's going to talk about how long he's been a Skrull. But who is this Skrull? You give me a name, you show me it's a Skrull woman. Who is she? Like, what, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who is, and now you want me to wait till Armor Wars to find out because you know you fucked up. So you're going to go throw it in Armor Wars now. So it was like, you're telling me I needed to watch this just to know what happens in this, which ain't really been the whole MC, like it has and it hasn't, you know what I mean? Like things have linked up, but this is like on a whole new lazy level.
Different.
Like it's just like, why would they not flesh out everyone's characters? And they wanted to show Fury's the side of him we don't see. But all this show has done is just show us how bad Fury is a person. He used the Skrulls, and it's what Talos said was true. He was nobody. He was nobody about the Skrulls. The Skrulls done everything for him. Yeah. And what did he do for them? He done nothing. He left them alone. He left them. He betrayed them. You know what I mean? this whole Skrulls invasion is Fury's fault. He set them up for it, and I don't blame them for being angry. Would you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Would you?
I get it. I get Gravik's his reasons for wanting to do it. Like obviously like Nick Fury got dusted and then came back, but then he just sort of like went into hiding. So like I get it. I get why they're angry at him. I mean it was interesting to see a different side to Nick Fury, because we always see him as being this like confident character. But like I said, it just needs more time. They need more time for these shows, and I think they should have just been a movie. Yeah,
they definitely should have. That's what I said. I think they should have started off the Skrulls in, obviously they started off in something. Even Captain Marvel, it was an alright intro, but as I said, imagine what I've said to you in the group chat. Imagine Civil War. Vision's just shot Rhodey out of the sky. He's hit the ground. Everyone's flown over to him. I'm not saying this should have happened. I'm just giving an example of something that could have been much better. And they go up to him and they pull his mask off, and it's a dead Skrull. And then you're like, what? Like you didn't even know this was going to happen. You know what I mean? There's been no signs of nothing. But then Secret Invasion, they're like, the Skrulls are invading. All right, what have I got to look forward to then? You already told me they're invading. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like they should have started it in you know what I mean? Or maybe in something else. To just be like, we're about, and they're like, what? But this whole, do you know what my problem? It's just this whole Rhodey's a Skrull thing, to be honest with you. Because if they say it was before Endgame, everyone will riot.
Yeah,
They will riot.
I don't know. I mean, they could write it in like that, but I think that would be a bit lazy. I think they picked Rhodey like at the last minute. I think it was definitely just like,
of course,
which character can we use? Turn into a Skrull.
But the thing is, they're gonna gaslight us because they have the ability to go back on Disney Plus and re-edit things to make it look, you know what I mean? So there could be like a scene in Endgame where Rhodey's his nose is bleeding, and they'll re-edit it to make it purple and be like, look, see, it was always there. See, they will do that. I'm telling you, they do it. They retcon this shit all the time, and they'll gaslight you into believing that it's fake.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think it will be after Endgame, if anything. It just makes more sense. It makes more sense to have it.
Yeah, because then it just doesn't make sense. As I said, he was fighting with them through Endgame and helped them. Was sad when Tony died, but then as soon as this show's come around, this roadie's just a whole different roadie. He's not smart thinking. He's not like, you know what I mean. You don't do all of that and fight Thanos and then just throw everyone under the ground.
Yeah.
For me, the MCU just is dying, and there's just a lot of things I don't like. So you love Bucky and the Winter Soldier, Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, I like that one.
I didn't like it. Thought that was boring as well. No, I didn't like that. I liked Loki. I liked WandaVision. But the thing with Falcon and Winter Soldier, because they did loads of rewrites in it. So when I was watching it, I feel like there was stuff missing, and it turns out there was, because they took a lot of scenes out, and you could feel that as I was watching it. I could feel that. But I am excited for Brave. Is it Brave New World that they're calling it now?
Oh, the movie. Yeah. That should be good.
Yeah, I am excited for that. Yeah, because I do love Falcon as Captain America now.
Yeah.
But that show, I didn't like that either. So for me, the MCU is just, I like Love and Thunder. People hated that. I liked it. I just thought it was a fun movie.
It's a fun,
yeah. This is a fun movie. I feel like the problem is, when these movies come out, I was a kid. You was a bit older, but I was a kid, and that's probably the same for a lot of people, because they were movies made for fans and kids.
Yeah.
And now they've been out for like how many years now? So many years. We're all adults, but a lot of people just can't seem to realize these next coming movies are like, they're trying to fit kids in with the old audience, if you know what I mean. So whenever there's something that's more directed maybe towards newer people, everyone else goes ballistic and just calls it shit, and I don't think that's fair. You know what I mean?
Because they are trying to do like new things. You can tell, like, I mean, even
of course,
like with She-Hulk, that had a sort of Ally McBeal vibe to it. Miss Marvel had a sort of teenage high school going on. They're trying all, like Eternals was just completely different from anything we've got before in the MCU. They are.
Eternals is do you think it's underrated?
I think it is. I think give it a couple years, 3 years, something like that, and people are gonna be like, oh yeah, Eternals, that was a dope movie. You're gonna see it. You're gonna see it. Yeah, I liked it.
I liked it. I don't think it was like amazing.
No,
I liked it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of movies that grow me. So when the first Captain America came out, I thought it was fucking shit. But now I look back and I'm like, you know what? That was a dope movie. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it was, you know what I mean? I don't know if it's just because of my love for Captain America or not. But when Captain America first came out, I never liked him, even in the comics back in the day. Never liked him, because I just thought he was a boring 2D character. And he still kind of is, but he's the man, if you know what I mean. He is the man. You know what I mean? Like, but when it comes to the MCU, I don't know, man. I mean, this is why they need competition. This is why DC need to step up, because when you know everyone's coming to see your movies regardless, you stop putting the love into them, man. That's clearly what's happened. So, but go ahead.
No, like I was just saying, I think they just stretched themselves too thin. I think, they just put out too much. I think they were. I rate them for trying new things, but they just tried too many new things. But we'll see. I think they'll probably tighten things up after this phase. I think they'll be hopefully. People didn't like that, so let's try and bring it back a little bit.
They need to bring everything full circle. Because at the moment there's too many branching storylines and whatnot. Obviously, as I said, they're setting up origin stories and that. But what we need is another Thanos, and that is Kang. Like, I really do believe Kang has that Thanos level energy, especially with how many of them there are, you know what I mean? And I'm glad Jonathan Majors has been found well, I don't know if he is found innocent, but they pretty much, Kang's here to stay.
Well, for now at least.
Regardless, because I'm happy to see what happens in Loki too. For now, for now. I mean, they could change that somehow, but that would be ridiculous. That would be. This is Disney we're talking about. They changed the 7 dwarfs into seven everyone's, which is ridiculous. What do you think about that?
I haven't heard. What have they changed it into?
You haven't heard about that?
I might have, but I've forgotten. Remind me.
Oh, okay.
What's happening?
No, so Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I think they've kept Snow White white because it's Snow White.
Yeah.
So they can't do a Disney mermaid there. But the Seven Dwarfs, they're not dwarfs. They're just all different people. They're just not even dwarfs. It's Snow White and the seven something. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right. And everyone's going. But all like the dwarfs in the industry are getting onto them saying, "Are you for real? Like, this is the one movie that you could have cast dwarfs into. Yeah, like, and you've done this. Like, how does that even make sense? Because they're trying to be all inclusive and whatnot. But by doing that, that's not inclusive.
Exactly.
That's not inclusive at all.
You could have given people some jobs, man. I mean,
trust me. Because they're already mad about the Oompa Loompas in the new Charlie and the Chocolate Factory that is CGI because it's like Hugh Grant or something. So they're already mad about that. Let's get off my chest, though, man. I have to get off my chest. Disney. I think Disney are going to ruin the MCU. I think they're going to ruin it.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think they'll pull it back. I think they'll pull it back for Phase 5. I think they need to just focus on... Like, I want to see a Shang-Chi too. I want to see... Obviously, I want to see the new Captain America. But I want to see, like, a new Avengers as well. I want to see, like, them all being brought together to...
But the thing is, it's never going to be as good as the Infinity Saga. It's never. I absolutely guarantee you, it'll never be that good, and that's the problem.
You never know.
That's the problem. I do know. I know. Unfortunately, I'm at Thanos. I'm the only one that knows. Trust me, I know.
No, do you know what? I think they could. I think they could do. Because I mean, look, they're gonna get the Fantastic Four. They're gonna get X-Men. Or whatever they call their, like, mutants or whatever. They're gonna have them. So they and the fact that they've got multiverse, they can do so many different things, like unique things with that. It's just how they decide to tackle it. That's what.
Yeah, but they've been doing that. This is what this whole phase is about. You know.
Yeah, but they haven't done it properly as yet. They've introduced people. They've introduced people to, like, the characters and to, like, the multiverse, but they haven't properly gone into it and been like, you know, like how what's it called, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Yeah, that properly did multiverse sort of stories.
They properly did it, but what you got to realize is that everyone's doing it. Look at the Flash. It's going to become saturated by the time they fully delve into it, because it's going to be like, we've been doing this shit for like how many years now, you know what I mean? Yeah. So unfortunately, it's going to become saturated by the time it gets to that. Now, I'm not saying that everything's going to be bad. It's going to be as good as Infinity Saga. It's just, everyone's just going to keep saying it. They should have stopped that Endgame, which I don't agree. I want them to carry on. But I just know it's not going to be the same, unfortunately. You know what I mean? So I just don't get my hopes up anymore. That's what it is, really.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, so is there anything that you're looking forward to at the moment?
And the MCU, or just anything in general?
Yeah, no, the MCU.
Not gonna lie to you, ain't really been keeping up to date to, like, what's coming next, but I guess Deadpool 3.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same.
I guess Deadpool 3, but even that, I feel like that's gonna be... So I saw a sign, and see when the Deadpool and Wolverine fighting, there's like a 20th Century Fox sign in the back, innit?
Oh yeah.
That's falling over, so... And with everyone else they've announced, he's clearly just going through all the old Fox movies and just killing everyone off, I guess. And he's come back looking for Logan. He stepped into a wrong timeline or something because he's wearing his yellow suit. So that would be interesting to see him killing off the Fox network. But how would that link into the MCU? You know what I mean? How do you think that will link up?
Unless it's something to do with Loki. Unless they have some sort of connection there, and then he just gets brought into a different timeline, and he gets brought into, like, the MCU timeline. If that makes sense.
Possibly.
So then he's in this universe now.
Because he's got his time machine, but it's not really. That's just a time machine. It's not for like jumping. Well, technically he did. Wait, how did he do that? Now that I think about it. He did already jump multiverses at the end of Deadpool 2.
At the end of it?
Yeah, because didn't he jump into like the Green Lantern universe?
And he killed. Yeah.
So technically, he is jumping multiverses then already.
Yeah, that's true.
That was a time machine. So now that I'm deep in it, how did he do that using the time machine?
Again, it's Deadpool, isn't it? So he does that full fall breaking all the time. So I guess.
Yeah, but then like it just
break the rules for him a little bit.
Yeah, for him, I suppose. But it's Thingy's time machine. What's his name? Cable's time machine. So Cable should be able to do that as well. But they're just like, no, because it's Deadpool, he can somehow turn a time machine into multiverses as well, I guess. I suppose. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Deadpool 3.
Yeah.
That's surprisingly, there's no story leaks that have happened yet for that, is there?
Not proper one. No, not properly.
Not ones that are legit.
That's good. Yeah. So that's good. Keep it secret until the movie comes out and just enjoy it.
Well, to be fair, one of these SAG writer strikes, hopefully we get some better writing because I think it's needed because Hollywood have been drawn out now, innit? Yeah. This is what's happening. Then I feel like we hope that it gets better.
What I hope they don't do is decide to say, oh, you know what? Let's get rid of these writers. Let's use AI instead.
Yeah. Did you know the Secret Invasion intro was made by AI?
Yeah. That was like the first big thing that people got in uproar about.
I didn't know that, but I was watching the intro and I was looking at it and I was actually looking at it thinking this looks like something AI's made because AI always has the same kind of like that look. You know what I mean? Yeah. I was looking and thinking this looks like AI, but didn't think nothing for it. And then I found out last week it was, and I was like, see, there you go. You can't hide this shit, bro. It actually looks like it. But yeah, I just hope these writer strikes are, because I don't know what they want out of it really, but if it's just going to be, but if it's the same kind of writers that are doing this new Snow White movie and they're just going to turn everything like that, then you know what I mean. I'm all for inclusivity, but there's a limit, you know. As I said, the Seven Dwarfs thing doesn't make sense. They're going doing that to everyone and everything because it doesn't make sense, you know what I mean? Like we laugh now, but one day when they reboot Black Panther and he's white.
They could never do that. They could never do that.
Daniel, Seven Dwarfs. Seven Dwarfs.
No, but not for Black Panther.
Dwarfs, do you know what dwarfs mean, Daniel? Small people. Yeah. Black Panther, yes, black man. Dwarfs, small. They can do it. Trust me. They'll make him light skin or something. Watch. They'll be like, we can't make him white, but they can't say no to a light skin. But yeah, man, I'm excited for the MCU, but I'm not as excited as I used to be because I'm a bit older now, and I don't know. I just don't have that same feeling. I do enjoy the comics, though. I always read up on comics and that because they're always it's different, innit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Apart from the MCU, though, what's happening with life? It's not everything's MCU, bro.
Not everything's MCU. Actually, before we even go into anything else, did you hear? This is DC stuff, though, that they're bringing Gal Gadot back for Wonder Woman.
Oh my god! Nah, they can't. That's not fair. They
cast a new Superman. They cast a new Batman, but then said, "Nah, we're gonna bring her back as Wonder Woman."
When you edit this year and you mention Wonder Woman, you know what you got to put in the background, innit? Bro, I'm tired of hearing that tune.
Oh man.
In every single fucking DC movie, bro. Why is it every time I'm watching The Flash and I'm seeing Batman hanging, I just hear do. I'm like, for fuck's sake, bro. Stop doing this. Why is she just turns up, so she smiles and then pisses off, and I'm like, why? Like, why do you keep doing this? It's so annoying. Why have they brought her back for what?
She's actually been in nearly every single DC, apart from Man of Steel and Aquaman.
I know that.
She's probably been in every single other DC thing, isn't it? She's been in Shazam.
I know, because I heard the music. I told you. I heard the music. I know. That fucking song. Oh, mate. That's not fair because so he brought her back, yeah. He lets all these peacekeeper people stay, yeah, because he wrote that. Yeah. All right, whatever, cool. But then brings back Henry Cavill just to fire him. But he didn't bring him back, but they let him come back just to fire him. Like, does that sound fair to you? And that's like the one person everyone wants to stay.
Exactly.
No, I ain't seen a single person talking about Wonder Woman, bro. Not a single person. Have you?
Not for Gal Gadot. They said they wanted a new person to be cast. But everyone's been talking about Henry Cavill coming back, and yeah, obviously
Henry Cavill wouldn't come back. He wouldn't come back, even if they begged him. I don't see him coming back.
I mean, he would have come back before. Yeah, he would have beforehand. He would have come back.
But they mugged him off now.
But yeah, it's dumb. It's dumb. I don't know why they did that.
They're mugs. Yeah, she actually coming back then? Yeah.
But apparently, yeah.
Or is it just a rumor?
No, like on Twitter, it said that she like released some statement or whatever that the Wonder Woman 3 is in the works. So
yeah,
it's like I guess she's still Wonder Woman, isn't it?
Oh, it's just so just my head. Out of everyone, they keep her. There's not that. I like the first Wonder Woman movie. The second one was shit. But she's done her thing now. You know what I mean? Like, unless it links in and it's her last movie, it links into moving it over. You know what I mean? I just don't understand, really.
Yeah.
So, because she's part of the Justice League, so what does that mean for the Justice League?
Who knows, man?
What does that mean? They should have just
messy.
done one final movie.
Yeah,
it's just super messy. It's just. What did you think of The Flash? I don't think we spoke about it.
The Flash, I thought, was entertaining for the most part. It like the CGI was pretty bad in places.
Yeah.
I would say the thing that made me enjoy it the most is Michael Keaton's Batman. That I think that's for a lot of people who remember him as Batman. That's what they enjoyed that movie for.
I like this part when he was like, instead of just grabbing them and flying everyone off, he had to measure everyone. It was like, how much you weigh? That is some true shit right there. That's true. That's funny. But I liked it. You could tell it had so many reshoots. You could just tell. And I liked it, but there were so many holes in it, and it was just like this whole thing in the beginning. He went back in time to save his mum, but not once did this guy go to even try to find out who killed his mum. He's trying to prove. Weird, isn't it? Yeah. It's so dumb. He's trying to prove his dad didn't kill him. Who killed her then? Should you go and find out? But no.
So we didn't find out who killed.
No.
Wait.
No. It wasn't even mentioned, Daniel. It wasn't even mentioned. It wasn't even mentioned. Like.
So what did the whole Dark premise Flash of the movie? Then? What was Dark Flash doing? He was like destroying the timeline or something.
That was him. So basically,
yeah. But what was he doing? Like he wasn't doing nothing. He kept going back in time to.
He was going back in time to save Wonder Woman and Superwoman and Batman, but he couldn't. That's what he was doing. That was it, and he kept doing. So what he had to do once he realized he created himself, he went back in time to knock him off the timeline to make him do it all over again.
Oh my!
So I'm guessing it was the Reverse Flash that killed his mum.
Yeah.
But now they know they can't introduce him. They're just like, just ignore it. Just even though this whole movie is about who killed his mum, we're never not gonna once ask or think about it.
Yeah.
This guy went to the shop and changed a can of fucking tomato paste. Yeah. Instead of going home to see who killed his mum, he was there in the timeline. He could have easily done it.
It's true.
Because he was there in the timeline. But not once did he say, let me just go to the house and wait and see who done it. You know what I mean? It's just, that's the biggest thing of the movie that doesn't make sense to me. And that's why
I think I might have checked out. I think I checked out by then. So like I just didn't even care. And then George Clooney turned up and I was like, okay, this is what we're doing.
Yeah. You know, the minute I knew I wasn't going to enjoy it, because I enjoyed the intro. I thought the intro was fun.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. And then what done it for me, I knew it was going to be terrible. Not terrible, but I knew I was just like, is when he first ran. He got all hyped up. I was like, here it is. He's his new suit. And then he runs and he's like, You know what I mean? Like, he's tired, and I was just like, oh my god, they still ain't fixed this. I was like, bro. And I think I see someone like, they've said it's like realistic that if he was that fast, we'd have to run like that or something. Like, bro, it's a superhero movie. Who's talking about realistic? Like, come on. Come on, bro. Like, from when the CW Flash is better, like, you know you've done something wrong. You know you've done something wrong.
Oh, man.
I'm excited for Blue Beetle, though. I really love Blue Beetle.
That looks good.
Blue Beetle's like, he used to be my favourite DC character. And then I really fell in love with Batman after a while. Because I used to hate Batman. I thought he has no powers. He's just, I didn't like him. But we all know Batman's the guy now. So, yeah. But even Superman, I didn't used to like Superman. I fuck with Superman now, you know. I fuck with him. You know, I used to think he was boring.
I like to hear that.
You know, I used to think he was boring. But now when I think about it, imagine being Superman. Like, no one ain't touching you, no one ain't flexing you.
Yeah.
You can lift planets and all of that. Like, you're the strongest man in the universe. You can fly to the sun, laser beam eyes. So you got everything, bro. You got, like, he's boring to read, but you can actually be Superman. Like, come on, that's dope. It's dope.
It's dope, yeah.
It is dope. What's coming out? Have you ever watched Snowfall? Did you watch Snowfall?
No, what's that about?
Oh, it's just it's basically like how can I describe it? It's like if GTA was a TV show, kind of.
Okay.
That's the best way I can describe it. Imagine GTA 5, the online, the TV show.
Yeah,
it's sick still. You should watch Snowfall. But see, the last season, I've been waiting for it to come out on Disney Plus for ages, and then I found out it's been on BBC iPlayer this whole time. So I'm just trying to wrap it up. But you should watch it. It's dope, man.
I tell you what, I did watch the new Ninja Turtles movie.
Oh, is that out now? Yeah.
That's out. It's pretty dope actually. It's really funny. It's really funny.
I need to watch it.
Yeah, definitely recommend that one.
When did it come out?
This week. It's out this week.
Okay, I need to, because I've got are you on O2? What phone are you on?
Wait 1 second. I'll tell you what I'm on. Vodafone,
you don't know what you're on? Oh, okay. How could you not know that, bro?
No, because I was with, do you know what? Who was I with last time? I think I was with like T-Mobile, whatever, for so long. Not T-Mobile, EE. Yeah. Yeah, for so long that I just forgot, man. I didn't even know.
Yeah. Okay. But anyways, I'm on O2, and what they've started doing now, remember Orange Wednesdays? They've kind of started doing that.
Oh, yeah.
At the View, 2 tickets every week, any day, any time, for £10, and then 20% off food and snacks. It's wicked, nice. Man. Yeah. We just get the premier seats at the back with the incliners and that.
Yeah.
Like, we went to go watch Insidious 3. We went to Bromley.
Is that
good?
Yeah,
man. It's the film. No, it's terrible. but it was for a tenner. It was a good vibe.
Yeah.
It was a good vibe, man. I liked it. So shout out O2. O2 sponsor us. Shout out O2. I love you, O2. Yeah, come on.
Yeah, that is. And View cinemas are actually pretty good as well. Like I prefer them. Should I say this? Should I say this? But I actually prefer View cinemas over Odeon cinemas. You know, they are. I don't know what it is, but they just feel like nicer cinemas. I don't know.
I've heard this is the first time I went to a View, I think. But it was, as I said, I was in a premier incliner seat, sitting at the top seats at the back, which was nice. But I don't know about the other seats, but with these tickets, I can always get that. So that's me. I'm just going to be bougie from now on, as long as I got them. But Odeons are slacking, man. So I just bought, 2 tickets for £10, yeah? £5 each, basically. But Odeon will charge you £35 just for their standard tickets. Like, it's ridiculous, man. And then, you know what I mean? They don't even clean up the cinemas and that. Odeon are slacking.
That's the thing, man. That's the thing. And it's a nice cinema. Like, you walk in, everything just looks inviting and clean and fresh. You sit in the cinema, it's just nice and comfortable. Yeah,
I like it.
It's nice. And it's never it never feels like it's too busy either. It's
that's true.
It's just nice.
That's like the Bromley one. It's underground, basically. So they can do it as loud as possible, basically. Nice. And they don't have, you know, at certain cinemas, they stop at like 11, 12.
Yeah.
Because obviously residential areas. And even though this is in a residential area, it's underground, so no one ain't hearing of it. So they do late night shows at like 3 a.m. in the morning as well, which I thought was pretty cool. Because they got a hotel right next to there, so that sort of thing. Told you, View, sponsor me. View, sponsor me. Come on. But yeah, nah, man, I need to go see this Ninja Turtles.
Definitely.
I'm on that. We need to see a movie. When was the last time we see a movie together?
I wanna say
it wasn't Black Panther.
No, but was it a Marvel movie? I swear we went to see a Marvel movie. Ant-Man? Did we not see that one? Or was that?
No, I didn't see that with you.
What other one did they have out? Guardians?
No, didn't see that with you. No. Spider-Man? I didn't see that with you.
Okay.
No, I didn't see that with you. At least the second one. The third one, I mean. See? Look how long it's been.
Damn.
See, we actually got to sit and think now.
Doctor Strange. Was it Doctor Strange? It was your birthday, isn't it? It was around your birthday. And that was ages ago.
My birthday.
That was ages ago. Yeah.
My birthday was Endgame.
No. We went to see one just after your birthday. But this might have even been last year. Maybe not this year.
Multiverse of Madness. I did see with you. I saw Multiverse of Madness with you.
That was last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, because I remember I'll come out and because we went with your sister and Andrea and that. Yeah, I remember. So that was last year. We had been to cinema since Multiverse of Madness. Mad thing. That's wild.
It's crazy, man.
It's wild, man. It's wild. I blame Tiana, to be honest, though. But she says she don't like watching them, but then if I go cinema about her, she still knows. But then she'll complain that I'm taking her to see Marvel movies. So you can't win. Women, man, you can't win. But yeah, bro, it's been so long. We need to... What's our next movie then? Plan it from now.
I mean, I don't mind going to see Blue Beetle. I want to see that.
Yeah, that's cool. Let's do it then. Blue Beetle.
Yeah.
Let's do it. It'll be our first, because they're redoing the what's it called? The DCU now.
Yeah. I don't think it's got a proper name yet, but whatever.
Okay. Well, it'll be the first movie. We will document it. You know, we would go from MCU lovers to DCU lovers. We'll be the first on the front lines. And I do love Blue Beetle, to be fair.
Yeah.
I have a feeling it's going to be bad for some reason.
I feel like it's going to be an alright movie. I don't think it's going to be bad. I don't think it's going to be great. I think it's just going to be alright, just middle of the road.
I just feel like watching it is giving me old school kind of movie vibes, like from the early 2000s.
Yeah,
like he's got all his whole family involved, and it's going to be like a kind of he's fighting the last battle by himself until his family turns up, because you always got family, you know what I mean? And even though he's the one with the big giant battle suit, he's gonna have his little sister with a water gun that shoots a security guard, and you know what I mean, and she knocks him out of it. And even though she's like 8 years old, she's in this fight, you know what I mean? Like, I can guarantee it's gonna be one of those ones. But I'm not gonna complain. Those old movies were cool. I could see it happening, bro. I could definitely see that. But
have you watched? Do you like Fast and Furious movies?
I don't like them, but unfortunately, apart from the last one, the newest one, I haven't seen the newest one.
All right. Okay, I was going to ask you if you've seen the newest one, because like I'm not the biggest fan of them. Like I'm not a fan of them at all. But I watched it because I've seen most of them. Somehow I've ended up seeing most of them, and I watched it, and man. You know, when it's just like it's so shit. But I don't even know how they got this far. But you need to watch it. Just
I'm trying to work up the courage to watch it, because it's like I need the energy to see the Fast and Furious 9. Yeah. So I've only just watched that like a couple months ago, but that took me ages to work up the strength to watch that, because they were just getting worse and worse, and I just couldn't be bothered. I was just like, so I watched it.
Yeah.
And like 5 minutes in, I'm already like, I can't believe I'm doing this. I can't believe I'm watching it. But you know where? Out of the whole series, every single movie, even in the MCU, like you could say even in the MCU, the bit where I hit my limit, and I was just like, nah, is in Fast and Furious 9, the last one before this one. Have you watched it?
I don't know. I can't remember if that's the thing. Like they all just blur into one, so I don't even know which.
Pull down, pull down a building on top of his stuff with the chains. Do you remember that?
Nah, I didn't watch that one. I didn't watch that one.
Man turned into Captain. You didn't watch it?
I didn't see that one.
It, bro.
No, I didn't see that one then. I didn't see that one then.
So you ain't watched Fast and Furious 9?
I may not have watched it. No, I've seen the newest one, but I don't know if I've seen 9.
Wow, Daniel, please, I'm gonna link it to you. Yeah, just watch this, please. Just watch this. Please watch this. He turns into Captain. I'm not even gonna say nothing.
The end of Fast and Furious 10.
Yeah,
I feel like he must have been like, you know what, I'm gonna do something better than the Marvel movies. I'm gonna turn myself into a superhero, because what he did at the end of this movie is just mad. It's mad.
The thing is, what he done at the end of that movie is what he's probably gonna do now, and what I'm gonna send you.
What is going on?
What seconds are you on? I'm on 1 minute, 3 minutes, 2.
3 minutes 8. I'm on now. He's fighting a whole load of dudes.
Yeah.
Kicks one dude from a bar.
Yeah. Watch what he's done with these chains now.
Wait, what?
Look what man's done, bruv.
What is going on?
Look what you've done, bruv. Look what man just done.
Dropping down as well? Oh,
he just pulled the building. Look, he just pulled the building down, bruv. Man grabbed the chains, yeah. Man grabbed chains, bruv. Did you see how thick those chains are, yeah? And pulled the building on top of him, fam, and survived. How, Daniel? This guy, bruv, just took on 20 people. Oh my God, Daniel. After that scene, I was like, that's it.
I feel like I need to send you this now then, because...
Send it to me. Because I'm probably not going to watch Fast and Furious 10 for like another 5 years. By the way, I heard Dwayne Johnson's back as well. I heard he's at like the end of Fast 10.
Yeah, he's coming. Yeah, he's at the back of that, at the end of that,
They didn't want him on DC. So where did it bring you? Right back to me.
But yeah, thanks everyone for listening. I'm Dan.
Thank you. I'm Bufu.
And we'll catch you next time.
Bye.